Hey guys, it's Zolva here. And is that Anubis? No silly, it's not Anubis. It's the brand new tier 4 powerhouse mutant wolf called Vetemortem. The Vetemortem, or Vetemortem, or however you pronounce it, because honestly I'm not sure how to pronounce this one, is a highly anticipated new addition to the game, and oh my gosh, this creature is incredible. Aside from its awesome looks, it is super powerful and it can win most fights when used properly, so do not underestimate this creature. If that's piqued your interest, then this video is the one for you. This guide will tell you how to obtain the species, showcases the model and animations, shows the gameplay, tells you about the statistics and abilities, and most importantly explains to you how to fight effectively using this buff wolf and win. But before I get into it, please leave a like to support this video. The Vetemortem species is available exclusively in the session gacha. However, I understand that the session gacha is painful to grind for, so if you're having no luck with the session gacha, you can always head over to the trade realm and see if another player will sell one to you. Failing that, you can either buy a stored version for 1,875 shrooms like I did, or ask another player to nest you. The colour palette for the Vetemortem is varied with a lot of royal reds, deep blues and golden hues, which leaves a lot of customization opportunities. Of course, I took this opportunity and used the palette to create a macaw Vetemortem, which you are free to copy if you need some skin inspiration. As for gender differences, males have a beard whereas females do not have the facial growth on the chin and have extra bands on their front legs. I want to kick off the showcase by saying just how cool this creature's design is. Whilst I'm not a fan of the way the tail looks, the animations really did sell it to me, especially the eating animation. It was inspired by common depictions of the jackal-headed Egyptian deity Anubis. Like most creatures, the animations are flawless and full of life, but the only thing I thought was a little out of place was how slow the running animation looks. It looks like the Vetemortem is permanently running in slow motion. Is that just me? Either way, it sits, sleeps, drinks and moves, very much so like a canine, and the overall look is super menacing and royal. I love it. The game description for the Vetemortem is currently a placeholder with the mag's description, but I can quickly make one up if you guys want. To me, the Vetemortem is a regal creature which holds themselves highly, with violent tendencies and aggressive demeanour. They also probably smell like wet dog constantly. Okay, enough about the showcase, here is where it gets a little bit more juicy. The Vetemortem is an absolute unit, with 4,500 health, 400 damage, 7,000 weight and 4 bleed. It's also relatively fast and easy to manoeuvre. Thanks to its huge damage output, it can comfortably take on other tier 4 creatures and any creatures in the tiers below. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if my voice is failing, I'm suffering from a cold. Not only is the damage output reasonably high for a tier 4, but the weight makes a huge difference also. If a creature weighs significantly less than the Vetemortem, it deals up to double damage. That means that this pooch can pack a huge punch of 800 damage per bite if you are small enough and unfortunate enough to get hit. It can also lift up a lot of other creatures thanks to its weight, which comes in handy during combat. If all of this wasn't enough already, it has a special ability called Adrenaline, which can be used by pressing the letter Q on your keyboard. Adrenaline is an ability that temporarily increases your speed and lowers your health regeneration. This ability is super useful to use in emergencies where you need to make a swift retreat. When it comes to fighting in PvP using the Vetemortem, because of how strong you are, it is pretty simple. However, do not get cocky and bite off more than you can chew. Make good use of your brute force and bleed. Use your weight to your advantage and pick up your opponents if possible to make it harder for them to escape. Try hitting fast and hard, and if things get too dicey, use your Q ability and make a speedy escape. When escaping conflict, however, be cautious of your long tail, which could be hit whilst you are turning and running. If things get too difficult in a fight and escape is not an option, then as a last resort, stick to the tail or behind of your target to avoid their bite radius and tail ride them. So, What do you think of the Vetemortem? Leave a comment down below with your opinions and stories about this new tier 4 danger dog. I personally love this royal creature, and I admittedly did underestimate its strength at first. Oh, and if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe if you want to support my channel. Click the bell to get notified whenever I upload, and join my Discord server to stay in touch with the community. Well, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for bearing with my croaky voice. Until next time, stay safe, but most importantly, stay funky, and don't go and catch a cold.